This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Shanta. Shanta is an entertainer, but she also loves to be entertained, which is why she has Flow TV brought to her through Flow's 100% fiber to the home network. It's great for busy Shanta because she can control the time she watches her favorite shows, play back from the start in case she missed it, or even record with cloud video recording. And with her Flow services bundle, enjoys much more for much less. Visit any Flow retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
And welcome to the Barbados Today News Update. It's July 11th. Thanks for joining us. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Opposition Barbados Labour Party parliamentarian Dwight Sutherland is questioning the latest unemployment figures. According to the recent statistics from the Barbados Statistical Service, unemployment stood at 9.3% for the first quarter of the year. But Sutherland, who is the Member of Parliament for St. George South, told the St. John branch meeting last night that the numbers cannot be accurate as the over 3,000 workers sent home by the government are yet to get gainful employment.
They came and they sent home 3,000 workers. 3,000 plus workers. That is the figure that they want to use, so let us use their figure. Because 3,000 workers are not 30 workers, now they're not 300 workers. So I fear to see unemployment being 9.5% in this country. I fear to see that. Show me where these workers have been re-employed or re-engaged in this country. You show me, and then I will believe whatever statistics have been published. Unemployment has to be hovering around 20% still. You cannot trick us.
The BLP MP also took issue with the amount of time it's taken the Employment Rights Tribunal to settle the NCC case.
What we would have seen, more tribunal resign because the government failed to put the necessary basic things in place so that the tribunal can be active, so they can carry out the duties. Now we have a second tribunal board in place, but you know what? Up to today, the NCC workers' case had not been settled. You could imagine that?
In other news, Industry Minister Donville Innes believes there are opportunities coming out of Britain's decision to leave the EU, or what's more commonly known as Brexit, and he's urging officials in Barbados and the rest of the region to seize those opportunities. He made the comments at the opening session of the Caribbean Association of Administrative Professionals Council meeting at the Barbados Water Authority headquarters last night.
Yes, there are those because we fall in value becomes sterling, but perhaps postpone some holidays will not come as long as they want to. But there are also those in Europe who may no longer feel that London is a place to go on holiday and therefore come to Barbados. There are those who will feel that maybe London is no longer to them the financial capital of the world and will come to a safe haven like the Caribbean to do their business. It's going to take some time. But if we in the region start to feel as though the whole world is collapsing around us, then it will collapse around us. We need to be far more positive. We need to see the opportunities.
A man remains in critical condition at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital following a shooting incident at Dickens Road, St. Michael over the weekend. Police are still withholding his name at this time, but Barbados Today understands that the man, who is in his early 40s, had to undergo emergency surgery after being shot multiple times about the body early Saturday morning. Police investigations continue into that matter. Meantime, the police officer that was shot in his left arm around midnight Friday is in a stable condition at the QEH. An unknown assailant fired upon the detective from the Criminal Investigative Unit along with other officials when they responded to a report at Melrose St. Thomas. No arrests have been made so far. On a lighter note, this year's staging of Pan Fusion is getting the thumbs up from the Central Bank Governor, Dr. Delisle Worrell. The show was held at Ilaro Court and featured local and regional acts. Barbados Today caught up with Dr. Worrell and his wife, who said they thoroughly enjoyed all the performances.
Pan Fusion is an event that we always look forward to because it it reinvents itself every year. Every year we come, we see something new and exciting, and the show is always top class. You know, Arturo is the bedrock, and you know, Arturo is world class, and everything that is associated with the show reaches to that standard. And every year there is something new, fresh, and exciting.
In sports, Kensington Oval hosts its first match of this year's Caribbean Premier League tonight when the Barbados Tridents take on the Jamaica Tallawahs. The home side is chasing their second win of the tournament after beating the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots by 7 wickets at Warner Park last week. Their rivals, meanwhile, will be looking to bounce back from their 7-wicket defeat against the Guyana Amazon Warriors last Thursday in Georgetown. Tallawahs fast bowler Dale Steen says he's looking forward to the match, and he's also been enjoying playing on the same side as his opponents, particularly Chris Gale.
It's great to be in the same team as Chris. You know, many times I've played against him and I'm always worried about him smacking that ball back at me and potentially even hurting me, you know. We've had some serious battles between the two of us. Some I've won, plenty he's won. So it's just nice to be on his team now for a change and cheering him every time he hits a six rather than standing and watching the ball sail into the boundaries as his opponent. So it's been great to be in the side with him. You know, played against him for 10 years now, and this is the first time I've played with him in a team. It's amazing what this game can offer. You know, 2020 cricket, these types of competitions, CPL, IPL, they're just great for the game. Guys being able to be in the same change room as opponents that you play against, I think it's fantastic.
Now that match bowls off at 8 p.m. tonight.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
We pick up with news from our regional neighbors. Health officials in Jamaica are bracing for an increase in Zika cases. In fact, the acting chief medical officer, Dr. Winston De La Haye, believes close to 2 million residents will contract the mosquito-borne virus. Dr. De La Haye says there are now over 3,000 suspected cases, 34 of which are already confirmed. With regards to pregnant women, he revealed that there have been an increase with 150 suspected cases. To date, the Ministry of Health has confirmed that 4 pregnant women have contracted Zika. And finally, Dallas Police Chief David Brown says the gunman who killed 5 police officers in Dallas was plotting larger attacks. He spoke with the CNN.
It appears that our search of this suspect's home in Mesquite leads us to believe, based on evidence of bomb-making materials and a journal, that this suspect had been practicing explosive detonations, and that the materials was such that it was large enough to have devastating effects throughout our city and our North Texas area. We're convinced that this suspect had other plans and thought that what he was doing was righteous, and believed that he was going to make law enforcement and target law enforcement make us pay for what he sees as law enforcement's efforts to punish people of color.
And on that note, we come to the end of our news and sports update, but there is more on our website, and that's at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and of course, like us on Facebook. We're also on Izumi Media and bus terminals and screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also tune in to Channel 99 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM for more news and sports. I'm Fernella Wedderburn, and do have a wonderful day.